welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Creative. I'm so excited for today's video. First of all, let's just take a moment for the sunshine that's shining through here. Here in Canada over winter, we barely saw the sun at all. So we are on day 5 of full day of sun, or well, full relative to the time of the year. It's absolutely amazing to see the sun. The energy of the sun just fills me up so much, and it makes me so happy. It makes my heart, my mind, my soul, everything so happy. And it's also a great time to craft. So in today's video, we are going to craft together, and I got these little diamond art kits that we're going to do, and we'll get more into what they are and a little bit of background on the diamond art. So diamond art is something that I am a new obsession of mine. I love finding new types of art projects, new types of mediums to work with, and these are my newest obsession. So over Christmas, when we were out at Michael's, my daughter found a diamond art set. I think she was really drawn to the animal that it was. It was a tiger. Actually, we have the box right here. Now, this is a huge one, right? So this is what she was drawn to, and this is what she wanted. And then over the Christmas break, when we were doing it together, I was just like, I want to get in on this. I want to do some diamond art as well. I am super duper impressed with the patience, the hand-eye coordination, and the precision that's involved in this craft. You are forced to slow down and just be present in the moment while crafting, which I am all about, and which is a huge intention for this channel. I want us to be able to craft together, to slow down, to not feel rushed or anxious or anything like that. So through the crafts that I choose and the things that I choose to craft with, I want them to help me slow down and just be present and be in the moment. So that's just a little bit background of it. So when I saw these little kits, I found they were perfect, not only for a video to share with you, to craft with you, but also as a beginner. So these are my first type of diamond arts. This is a little heart, and this is a little doggy. They are cards. They're actual like cards that you can send to people. And I thought not only could we use them as cards, but a great way to up level them is to make them into little gifts as well. So we are going to be doing that today, and let's get to crafting. I'm so excited. The sun. Okay, so we have 2 kits. This is the heart cards that we have here, and this one is a little puppy, super cute, with some heart sunglasses. The image that you see here is exactly what you get on the card. So this background is on the card, as you can see there. This one has a white background. So I tried one of these yesterday as a sample before doing this video. So I will show you. This is what it looks like, and it's absolutely beautiful. It is so nice, and such a thoughtful card, such a thoughtful gift to someone you love. And you can go ahead and like write something here like I love you, or love you, or anything that you can think about that you can write there, because there's a lot of blank space. And then of course you write your sentiments inside. So this is what we're going to be doing today, and I'll figure out different ways. I have a couple different ideas of how I want to embellish the rest of the card and not just leave it like this, and make it a little bit more personalized. Let's do the card first, and then I'll figure out what I want to do, because sometimes while I'm working on a project, that's when I kind of get the inspiration for what I want to do. So let's do that. So this is our final product for that one. And inside your kit, you're going to get 4 cards, and you're going to get 4 envelopes, and we're also going to get, just keep that right there so that we can see. You're also going to get a little pouch like this, and this is going to have everything inside. A little tray to put your gems. You're going to get wax, as well as a little stylus that you can reuse. All these three things you can reuse. Well, once you have enough wax, so you could always do other projects after, and then you get your gems. Now my gems, because I did one yesterday, I put them in the bags that you get so that they don't mix up. But every package has a letter, and the letter is going to coordinate with the card. So this is A, which is a pink, and then I have B, which is another pink, a light pink. I have C, which is a hot pink, and I have D, which is a red. So if you look at the cards, you'll see that they're letters in different areas, and that's how you know where to put the gem that you have. You also get this little instruction sheet that tells you how to, that's the French side, this is the English side, but the instruction sheet tells you exactly what to do and how to get started. Once you've done it before, it's pretty much the same process over and over. So these little kits, these card kits, I was so happy to find them. I find they're such a nice, not only is it a nice gift, but it's a fun and easy way to get started on diamond art if you're not sure if you want to do diamond art or not. It's small enough and it's at a good price point where you are not putting out too much money if it is that you don't end up liking doing diamond art. So let's get started. Let me just set up my colors here. We have the most gems that we have are D's, so we can get started with the D's. Just use what's in the pack. All right, so I just shake it up a little bit to get them on the correct side, and then at this point you're going to put a little bit of wax at the top. So simple, just pull. You do not need plenty at all. You want to make sure that you don't have any dust or anything that gets onto it, because you don't want that to get onto your actual project, in this case a card. So I just do that to make sure that there's none on the edges, because what I found is that when you have excess on it, as you start to put them onto your card, the excess can fall over and get onto the sticky part. And I'll show you what I mean. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so there is a protective film over this. So you take this off. This area obviously is not sticky because that's not the sticky part of our card, but we take the protective film off. And because I'm doing the whole card with you guys, I'm going to take the whole film off. Usually when you're doing projects like this, and this is what the instruction guides suggest, you just peel and you work in a section, and then you continue to peel and you continue to peel. So for bigger projects, that works really well. But for something like this, since I can get it done in one, I'm just going to peel off the entire thing. There we go. And let's get to sticking. So now that I have my wax at the end, all I have to do is press down on one of the gems, and then I start. I also like to make sure that it's perfectly on the circle, because I don't want that when I'm finished I see a bunch of circles in the background. So it is the same color, but at the same time you want it to look as neat as it can be. It takes a little time in the beginning to get into a rhythm, but once you get into a rhythm, it goes pretty quickly, and it's very, I find it very calming and very therapeutic. You kind of allow yourself to just be in your craft, and you kind of let your thoughts go, and you just focus on what it is that you're doing, making sure you're placing the right gem onto the right section, and then you just go with the flow and get into the flow of crafting, which I absolutely love. When that happens to me, it feels so amazing to be in that flow and in that space, that creative space. That's our first section, and now we're going to move on to the other few and then to the pink. But it's starting to pop already, which is super, super exciting. So let's go to this corner right here. And we do the same thing. Okay, so if you look at the edge of my point, you can see that it's leaning over the end of the stylus. And so we want to make sure we fix that so that the extra that falls off the side doesn't get onto the sticky part of this. So, have you tried diamond art before? Let me know in the comments. This has been something that I saw the kids do, and I just absolutely wanted to get in on it as well. So I was super happy when I saw these little card projects, because honestly, I think this is such a great way to get started on this particular type of craft, but also you can use it as a gift. Like, serves so many purposes. You could actually use it as a piece of decor. So one of my initial thoughts for this was that I would make the card and then I would use the piece of the front part of the card in a decor project and not actually use it as a card. So once I get them all done, we'll see where my inspo goes, and then I will show you what the final pieces look like and some of the options that I chose to do. Of course, everybody has such amazing ideas and everybody's full of creative ideas, so you might have something different that you want to try, and that's amazing. Feel free to share that as well if you do a project like this and then decide to repurpose it in a different way. Okay, 2 sections down, and let's keep going. Okay, so all my red are completed, and I'm going to move on to my hot pink, which are my C's. The sun is coming up really nicely, so I open my blind a little bit. So while I'm doing it, you might get to see the diamonds glistening in the sun. It's so pretty when it does, but if not, I will definitely show you after. So let me get to the C's, and then we're almost through. Then just the B's are a little bit, and the A's are a little bit. the D's and the C's are done, and you can start to see it really come together. Just the A's and the B's now. All the B's, just the two little areas for the A's. And there it is, all finished. It's so pretty, so pretty. I hope the camera is doing it justice. This was so simple, and I really want to do something on the outside in this blank space. Just not sure yet what. I'm going to take a few minutes to think about it, finish out the other heart, and maybe I'll come up with a couple different options to do. And this is what happens. While I was doing this, my mind was flowing, my mind was going, and I got a couple different ideas of what I wanted to try. So I will finish out the other two, and then maybe I'll come up with 2 or 3 different options besides using it as a card for you to see what I thought of. But I really like the idea of writing some form of font on it, whether you write it down here or a little bit up here and a little bit down here, but that would be really nice. I mean, on its own, it's gorgeous as well. I do think it's such a thoughtful card. I really do, because it's not just a card that you buy, but you actually bought it and then you made it and you put your love and your time into it, and then you give it to somebody. So that makes it so much more meaningful. One thing I can do is, now that it's done, we can take a brayer tool and rub it over the top of it just to make sure that all the diamonds adhere to the adhesive below. So let me just grab my brayer. Okay, so you don't have to do this step, but I saw this step because my daughter has one of the big diamond art projects, and they mentioned this in one of the instructions, I believe. But this is a Cricut brayer. I know Make Market has its own brayer for the diamond art stuff, but I'm just going to use this, and I'm just going to gently roll over it. Just like that, just to make sure they all sit. And I'm pretty sure it will be fine without it, but I just want to take a little precaution, especially since I'm giving it to someone. And there we have it. Oh my goodness, so pretty. It glistens so nicely. So there you have it. These are all 4 of the cards completed. I had a lot of fun doing this project. Diamond art is definitely one of my favorite things to do now. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to do this with me. Be sure to look out for my upcoming video where I show you how to up-level these cards and make them into a really fun, cute, and meaningful gift idea.